confess Jesus now. TikTok. I guess I might as well go ahead and get this Detroit week out of the way. I don't want to call it a hate week because I don't have no hate for the Lions. I like Matthew Stafford. I always have. It's good to see a consistent young quarterback. That's one of my favorite things to watch in football is the consistency of young quarterbacks. I like that. I mean, the guys who established already, I enjoy watching them too. But it's the young guys. You know, I always like to see young guys succeed. And we all understand Calvin Johnson. My goodness. It's too bad we ain't got Optimus Grimes to check Megatron again. I would have liked to see that one more time. But yeah, I expect total domination. But I expected the same thing in the Arizona game. So I think we ought to watch out for a hungry team who's just looking to keep their name alive in terms of respect. You know, you got to always watch out for guys like that, especially ones with a team that has the offensive firepower that the Lions have. I'm not seeing too much from the defensive line no more, and I'm starting to wonder why that is. Hopefully, none of our guys get kicked in the nuts. And Dominican Sue, what could be said about this guy? I mean, he does all of this foul stuff and then he denies it, and that's the worst kind of guy. I mean, at least we can respect him a little bit better if he says, yeah, I did it, let him fire me or whatever the case. But when you go to denying it, man, it's just like nobody can respect you for that, man. Plus, he ain't even as dominant as he once was. I don't have much to say about Nick Fairley. I can't say too much because I never really watched him play particularly. But like I said, we know that secondary is going to get torched if things turn out the way that they should against this team. As long as our offensive line plays the way they did against the Giants, then we should be in pretty good shape. They did very well against the Giants. If the Giants did sack Matt Ryan, it had to be only once, man, because I really don't even remember him getting sacked. And the key to us winning that game, which has gone unnoticed, which is what I've been paying attention to, how it's been going unnoticed, is the fact that the offensive line played very well. It's the reason that them playing bad was the reason that we didn't win against the Panthers. And it's the reason why we struggled against the Saints in both games. We did pretty good against the Saints in that second game, but, toward the end, they started trying to, glue it up. So if they play as well as they did last week against the Giants, then this should be a pretty easy win because their secondary is going to get torched by the best wide receiver duo in the league. So beyond that, things to look for is I would hope to see Michael Turner run better, especially going down the stretch, into this playoff run. Snelling was looking like a man on fire when they finally put him in. So I'm hoping they took notice of that and, whether it be this game, the next game, or in the playoffs, they take advantage of what we seen Sunday against the Giants. Our secondary has been playing very well, so I expect that to be I expect that to continue. I'm sorry. But the key is pass rush. We got a great pass rush against the Giants, even though I only remember sacking Eli once, but he was in his face all day, and that was the tipping point of the game, as well as, like I said, the offensive line. So, like I said, I expect total domination because that's what a good team should do against a not-so-good team. But then again, like I said, you got to look out for guys who just won't roll over, So, I don't know a score, but it would be nice to see them do well on the road again. And just carry this momentum into the playoffs and on to Tampa Bay. But not to infer that we're just looking over the Lions. I think that's all I got, man. Like I said, there's no hate for the Lions. I don't even see no fans on here, so I'm not going to go through the whole editing process and all of that stuff, you know. But yeah, that's it, family. Thanks for watching. And confess Jesus now. TikTok.